Hi guys, I welcome you back with another video. So as I promised that I'll be giving you a review about the first service for my Triumph Speed 400. So my first service is done. I'll tell you about the pros and cons and how the service went and what all I felt about the service. So I'm just turning the camera back to my bike. I'll just give you a brief introduction about the bike, how the bike is, and then proceed. Okay, here is my bike. I have already given an overview earlier related to the bike, about my experience and how I got all the accessories installed in my bike. I got quite a good response from every one of you regarding the bike and accessories. So I'll start with it. So there were a couple of issues in my first service. Before giving it to the service, I already mentioned all those things to them. Starting with the first one, there was the engine alarm which used to come couple of times. This engine alarm I am talking about, this light was always on, and in one of my trip I went for just from my place, which is Hoodie, to HSR. I have seen that the light was blinking and it was there for another 15 to 20 minutes, and when I just turned off the engine and waited for 5 more minutes, the engine light went off. So which is not a good thing to happen for a new bike. So that was the first issue. Second, from engine I was getting some tuck 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 cut kind of a sound coming when the bike is in idle. So that was another thing. Third major thing was like the oil was leaking from my clutch. So if you see, this is the clutch where the clutch is connected to the oil. So there, from here, this place, the oil was leaking. So these are the major concern. Other than that, I don't have any other issue. Those are the basic stuffs which I heard from every one of the YouTuber related to Speed 400, was like it has the heating issue, and vibes comes in after 6000 rpm. Those are basic things which I'll cover later in the video. So starting with it, I gave the bike from now on, if you consider 3 weeks back, I gave the bike to service center, and it took them to rectify all these things about 13 to 14 days, I'll say. So I got the bike back 2 days before. I thought I'll just test ride this bike for another 2 days to give you an overview. First thing first, they did the software update to this bike, and it is the third iteration I heard from them, third update that came to them, which fixed couple of issues, but still there are couple of issues like the fuel gauge and all those, but which I have not seen in my bike. So this is one thing, software update they have done. Second is regarding the oil leak, which was the major concern over here. Regarding the oil leak, what they said is this oil seal has to be replaced. So they have replaced my oil seal over here, and after replacing the oil seal, they kept the bike for another 2 days and they have not noticed any oil leakage. So this was one of the issue, and that oil seal procurement itself took a lot of time for them. That is another thing. Third is that tuck tuck or cut sound, whatever you say, those sound are not coming. I am not able to hear those sound. Other related to that is they did the oil change of the bike, and major minor thing like they checked the air filter, oil filter, and all those other stuffs. So why it took around 14 days for me. So it is like, major thing is nowadays they don't have any of the part replacement. The parts itself are not present in the service center. So that is the major concern. If you have anything to replace in your bike, they don't have the stock. So that stock itself took a lot of time. For my service, it took around 2,272 rupees, which is the charge, out of which 1,800 was around engine oil, and rest all are other consumables. So this is the overall service. I will tell you about the pros and cons of the service now. So after riding, I rode around 80 kilometer after the bike. I have taken it from the service center. I earlier also I didn't feel anything related to the vibration and all. So after 80, I feel that the bike has become little bit of smoother. I am not seeing any vibrations or any kind of like hiccups. I told them that in first or second or third gear also, when bike is going around 10-20 kilometer per hour, sometimes the engine was like stopping automatically in the traffic. It is just shutting down. So that was one of the concern that they said that they have rectified that. I don't know what they have rectified, but they have rectified, it seems. Other than that also, I think it's there in this bike only that you have to put the ignition for and hold the ignition for little longer for the bike to start. Second is all of a sudden, I don't know, I got a call in this span itself that my bike has fallen in the service center itself from their hand somehow, and that causes couple of damage. So first damage is here is little bit of scratch, if you can see. My HRSP number plate also has gone and there are scratches here. There was a dent here which they rectified. There was a dent here in the tank. The tank print they have rectified it, and couple of places they have put the paint. So this also they have put the paint, and other couple of places they have put the paint. So somehow they have rectified it. I don't know why and how they have made this bike fallen in the service center itself. I don't have any idea, but I told them that however I gave the bike to you guys, I should receive the bike in the same condition. I don't know how that is possible, but you have to give it in that way. So in that way they have done the work well, I'll say. And other thing related to the number plate and all, they said they will order it for me, and when the parts will be available, I will go and get that fixed there itself. And this also in the speedometer console, if you see there is a scratch and all those stuff, they said they will find out some kind of a cover on top of it which will rectify this. So it took around 14 days for me to get the bike from the service center, which was not a which was a big thing for me. I don't wanted to hold my bike for that long in the service center, but I don't have any other option also, because they were not giving me the bike back until this oil seal thing got replaced. So how they get it is they got a new oil seal for me and they just replaced the oil seal. That is what they said. Earlier they confirmed that might be they have to replace the whole engine for this leak, but that was not the thing. So that's what the whole update about the first service. Also, I will be riding, I'll be going for a long trip also in the month of December, first week of December. I can give you a long ride review also at that point of a time. Other than that, if you have any other questions related to any other stuff related to this bike or any suggestions you need, I can help you out with those things in the comment section. Please comment, please do subscribe to my channel. I'm a new YouTuber who just started vlogging, so please help me in supporting my channel. And if you have any other concerns or any other things related to speed or any other bikes, you can just reach out to me. Thank you.